Hello, Sam from Pinkfluence here. I'm going to be running you through the paid collaborations side of Pinkfluence. So it works just like normal offers would be on the platform. So here you can see I've already set one up. And what would happen is you would select paid collaborations here when you are creating your new offer. And that'll change a couple of things throughout. I'll just quickly run through what they would be. So this is a normal booking type offer. It's the same as it usually is, same sort of information, except you will be choosing currency. Now this will be set to what your business's currency normally is, but if you want to change the currency, you can. That will be if you're paying your influencers in a different currency. So the other thing that will change is the content packages. Now, again, you can still do UGC, or you can do that they post on their socials. I'll do a UGC one for this offer. And like the normal offers, you can create different content packages based on follower counts. But for UGC, obviously, follower counts don't matter. So here we have one option of one image or one video, or one image and 3 videos. And what you can do differently with the paid collaborations is you will set what kind of payment you're expecting to pay for this package. So for example, we've got the one image or one video is £200. And if they do one image and 3 videos, they can get up to £500. So that's the main difference with a paid collaboration. The rest is fairly the same, except for these other steps as well. Which is that you can set do's and don'ts. So you really have control over what the influencers do and don't do. So there are some preset ones that you can select, or you can add your own. So you should have a selfie, for example. And you set the don'ts, as I said. So do's and don'ts. And when the influencer is applying for this paid collaboration, they will have to agree to all these do's and don'ts, kind of like a binding contract. So it gives you a lot of freedom to really have control of what they do. Next, you can also have the influencer answer some questions. Now this is useful because it acts more like an application from the influencers for applying to receive this paid collaboration. So here I've got some example ones of what is your creative idea. You can select whether or not they have to enter text, if they have to enter a number, or you can select that they have to select from a specific choice of options. So I'll just leave this one as a text. And I've got a multiple choice one down here. And you can add more questions, or you can add more multiple choice options to each question. And the rest is the same. So if we jump over to the app, this is what the influencer will see. So they will look at the offer, it will say they can get up to £500, and it will give them the content package options that you selected. So you will select whichever content package you want. Let's go for one image or one video for now. And then you can add your availability as an influencer, which gets sent to you. Then they proceed to the brief. Now, this is where you defined your do's and don'ts earlier in the creating of the offer. So it acts like a kind of contract where they have to specifically say, yes, to agree to receive the money, I need to do these things and not do these things. So they will agree to these. Then they will answer your questions. I will selfie by the pool. Where will you create content? By the pool. Of course, their answers are going to be a lot better than mine. Which type of content will you create? And then they can select which ones they want. Let's go with a selfie. then finally they'll actually finally select what content packages they want to apply for. Now keep in mind that when you're paying for these influencers, let's say the £200 option, you're not actually paying any fees. We take a currently 11% fee from the influencer's payout. So you will not pay any additional fees to us, apart from a small card fee, which is just so that it can be processed through the bank. That's not going to us. So here they can actually select multiple options as well. If they want to propose that they can do all of the options or just one of the options, let's do both. Then you'll go next, and here it will be the final agreement. Now this is where it really is like a contract. They have to agree they've read the brief and agree to all of it. Agree they'll upload all their content by the deadline, and agree to our terms and conditions. And this is great because this means if they don't upload in time or they don't do everything that you outlined in the brief, then you are within your rights to not pay them. And there's nothing that can be argued about it because they agreed that they would do it for the payment. So now as the influencer, I've sent the request. I'm just waiting to hear back from you. So if we go over to our collaborations, now you can see here's our request, and it even gets separated into a specific area, or you can just particularly see paid collabs there. So when we go to respond, it's going to be slightly different from the normal requests because we're going to see all of their answers from the briefs, and it will have the different options that they selected they would be available to do. So I think we'll go ahead and we'll select the £200 one, proceed, and then you select the date that they can come in. Yes, I accept. And then if they have any dietary requirements. Now, this is a new step where you will be paying, because you're agreeing to do this paid collaborations, we will be taking the payment. Now, just to reiterate, that we will not wire this payment to the influencer. It's held in our account so that if you confirm that you're happy with the results of the content, then we will release the funds to the influencer. But if you decide that you're not happy with the content and you feel like they've breached the brief and the contract, then we can just send the money straight back to you. So it's only taken up front. It's not wired to the influencer, it's just held. So I'm gonna pay for the £200 plus the card fee that I mentioned. I have to confirm the card security. Right, and now that's confirmed. So then it will just kind of act like a normal collaboration where the date will come, 5th of April, they will confirm they've gone. They had a great time. And again, it will pop up with the do's and don'ts to really make sure that their content is abiding by these. And the content due date is 7 days after the collaboration date. I did it early, the collaboration early. I'll upload my content and I'll slide to say it's been completed. Now the business will need to confirm that the content meets their requirements. And so it will pop up here on your dashboard saying that it needs review. So you'll click review. It will show their content. And you will then decide if it does or doesn't meet what you required from it. So if I decline, you can give feedback. You said it would be by the pool. And you will reject the content, that the content meets your requirements. So awaiting content revision, we go back over to the app. And the influencer will be told The business has marked the content has not met the requirements, and then it will say your feedback. And it will remind them again of the do's and don'ts and their content that they can delete and re-upload the new content. But I'm just going to confirm it again just for this example. And then again, it will need your review. It will have their new content. This time it does meet the brief in your eyes, so you confirm it. And as soon as you mark it as completed, then the funds will be transferred from the Pingfluence accounts into the influencer accounts. And that's where we take off 11% fee. So again, you're not going to be paying any additional fees. It's taken from the influencer, and they agree to this when they sign up. So that's completed. You can then give your review, and that's the collaboration complete.